I'm sitting here this morning going over the resolutions that I set this last week, and I'm making sure that I'm keeping them in line, that I'm staying focused so that I can achieve this and not fall off the wagon. Have you fallen off the wagon in any of your resolutions yet this year? Hello, and welcome to your morning cup of inspiration. You know, it's easy to do. We say we're going to do something, it's a new year, we're going to start off and hit it hard, and we fall off. But this year I want to stay close to what I said I wanted to do. And I want to be right there, and I want to keep focused. And it reminds me, the focus of keeping focused reminds me of Peter. When they were in the boat and Jesus was walking on the water and Peter saw them, they thought it was a ghost, and he told them not to be afraid. And he invited Peter to come out to join him, and Peter stepped out of the boat and walked towards Jesus. Now this is over in Matthew 14:22 through 33. You can read that. But as he was walking, the wind started whipping up, the waves started chopping around, and he got scared. He was afraid. He looked down, and next thing you know, he started to sink. And the first thing he did was cry out to Jesus, and Jesus reached out and grabbed him and says, "Why the doubt? Why did you doubt me?" They turned together, and they walked to the boat. And when they got on the boat, the wind subsided. The storm calmed down. He had to keep his focus, and he lost it. As long as he kept his focus on Jesus, he was safe. You know, over in Acts 16 through 40, you can read this story too, of Paul and Silas. They were beaten. They were beaten with rods on their back, and they were put in prison, and they were put in stocks where they had their wrists and their ankles confined. But what did they do? They started singing hymns and started worshiping and praising God. And the next thing you know, an earthquake happens, and all of the chains fall off. They're free. The prison doors swing open. And all the prisoners, they could have left. But they were there. And the guards, they were looking for their swords to fall on them because all the prisoners were going to escape on their watch. But Paul and Silas spoke with them. And they wanted to know how they can receive this Christ, this God. And they witnessed to them and told them to only believe. And they were still there in that morning. All of them were accounted for. Magistrates said to let them go, but they didn't know that they were Roman citizens. And when they found out, because they had beaten them, what could they do? I mean, they made a big mistake. Well, Paul and Silas says, "You have to usher us out yourselves." They're making a point. The thing I want to say is that they stayed focused. They were even beaten, but they stayed focused. And the Lord blessed them, and he had them released. And that's what he'll do for you too. So stay focused and stay true to what you had set as your resolution this year. I hope that blesses you, and I hope that you will stay focused. God bless everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.